Alrighty, everybody. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. Alright, I need to quickly resize that chat. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Airspat. How are you doing? Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm gonna sit down. I don't know about y'all, but I am exhausted. But I didn't want to miss another stream. Hey, Weird Fish, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad to hear that. But, so we're gonna stream. Oh, did Pokemon Snap come out today? Oh, I think it did, didn't it? I can't believe that it's already the 29th. So, today's gonna be fun. Probably only an hour or two stream. I'm also, like, testing something. Oh, comes out tomorrow. Okay. I understand now. So you're playing D&D at midnight, where in midnight is when it's also available. So today, I think we're gonna continue painting up our little Rocky. Not stream related. But I will need some help from a choice mod or two. So, keep your Discord ears discordant. But I've got this neat little idea that I'm working on. So all the stuff gets here by, let's see, next, let's see, everything gets here when, let's see. Yeah, when does everything get here? Oh man, you have no idea. So, new job. And, alright, so I did it bad. Not that bad. New job. First month that I got a bonus for my month. The bonus is a pretty nice chunk. So I decided it's okay for me to splurge a little bit with just this bonus. Because 2021, I've been really good. I've been keeping up on everything, getting my shit cleaned up financially. So I figured it would be okay for me to splurge on one thing. And the thing that I splurged on is more of an idea. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. So let's see. So half of my stuff. So the big deal stuff, or sort of, the thing that makes the magic is, let's see, when will that arrive? It's gonna be here Wednesday at the latest. It's in New Jersey right now. Okay. It's gonna be here Wednesday. So I have discovered something that I enjoy doing that is just melodic and captivates me. And so, all right, so let's go back. Let's rewind. I was making a pie. All right, so story time while I get stuff ready. The tea of choice today is a matcha latte. Like actual real matcha too. Because I'm doing some baking on Saturday. And I needed matcha. And it's way more matcha than I actually reasonably need on Saturday. So I'm drinking some of it. And it's so good. Oh, I love it. So, this will all make sense here soon. Okay. So I was making a pie a few weeks ago. Lemon meringue, by the way, actually scrumptious. Absolutely delicious. My favorite part about making the pie, like in the pie itself, like the ingredients of the pie, favorite thing in the pie was zesting all of those lemons. That was my favorite step in the steps of making pie. I had other things that I enjoyed about making the pie, but that was my favorite, like, individual step, was zesting a lemon. I'm like, wow, this was really peaceful. So either way, make the pie crust. Simple pie crust, a little bit of baking soda, little flour, and Crisco, and cut that into the flour. Easy. Easy pie crust. Really flaky, too. Oh, so flaky. So, what colors do I need? I need my light blue. Alright, so I'm getting myself distracted describing this pie. So, there's this fun little thing that my grandma showed me. So, my grandma on my dad's side, she's passed away for a while now. And this memory is even older than that, because this was before she was bedridden. Long story, medical problems. She lived to be 87, so it happens. But when she was still up and about, and I was really little, she made pie with me. I don't remember what kind of pie it was, but she showed me this fun little trick. You don't use... Why? All right, one sec, my camera just crashed again. I'm gonna replace this camera one of these days. So, just feel good. So, my grandma showed me this fun little trick. The leftover pie crust, because you put the pie crust down in the pan, and then you cut the edge, and then you crimp it to make it look fancy. And if you're doing a pie crust on top, then you have even more leftover pie crust. Those trimmings, you can't fold it back into the other pie crust because it won't bond. So it's just gonna break apart. So there's a good use for it. One, to make sure that your pie crust is gonna turn out. But two, it's a beautiful little treat. Oh, all right, I'm gonna put it on me while we fix this. Okay. So, what you do is you melt some butter, and you butter up the top of the crust. And then you sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar, and then you bake it for like half the time that it's needed to bake while the crust is in the pie. So, you put these in, and you pull them out, and you got this flaky, crispy, delicious, little cinnamon sugar like pie crust treat. And it's great. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things to do when making pie. Because they're just so good. They're a great use for your leftover pie crust pieces. So if you just like throw them out or ball them up or use them or no. When you cut your pie crust, cinnamon, sugar, sprinkle that shit on top, slap it in the oven while you're still prepping the rest of the pie, and then pull those out, and you got crispy little treats to tide you over while you're making your pie. Because making a pie takes some time. Like, making pie takes time. So, I did that. I'm like, here, let me show you something. And I buttered up the pie crust and we sprinkled the cinnamon and sugar. And then we put it in the oven and it was delicious. Well, I mixed the cinnamon and sugar in a little mortar and pestle that I have. And I just quickly blended it. And then my OCD, ADHD garbage kicked in and was like, there's a difference in grain size from the sugar grains and the cinnamon, like, particulates. So I absolutely recommend it, Weird Fish. Next time you're making a pie, it is the perfect thing to do. I recommend sweet or unsalted butter as well. Salted butter, no dice. You've already put exactly as much salt as you need in the pie crust. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, it's already in the mortar and pestle, so I'm gonna grind it a little bit. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I had fun. Like, it was surprisingly relaxing just mixing up those ingredients. So me and my chaotic brain was like, okay, well, the texture of the cinnamon powder is about that of silt. So, you know, like bedrocks, or like base of a river dirt. Like, if you don't know the texture of silt, it's about the same texture as cornstarch. It just doesn't pack the way cornstarch does. So silt is like cornstarch, like between your two hands, or like chalk dust. Only it's much smoother. It's almost velvety. I love silt. So, this is ridiculous. So I spent like a week and a half just casually in my free time, or like when I'm thinking on a problem, because like I need like a fidget spinner or something most of the time to help keep me from doing like stuff. Like if I'm trying to think. Ooh, Grandpa Joe, that sounds delicious. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. This is a long roundabout story for what's going on. But how are you doing, Grandpa Joe? Good to see ya. I don't think I ever replied to your message. I will get back to you. I just realized that. I'm so sorry. So, after a week and a half of constantly grinding. Hey, Prinny, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? So after like a week of grinding this cinnamon and sugar mixture, it's now silt textured. Like the sugar grains and the cinnamon grains are indistinguishable in size from each other. Like I even tested it and like smeared a little bit on like a darker piece of paper. Since it's brighter and more white, you can see how it smears. Perfectly fine. Perfectly smooth. Like, I spent way too much time grinding down this sugar into powdered sugar with cinnamon. But it was so useful. It was better than a fidget spinner. Because, like, you drop a fidget spinner on, and like this, I'm just constantly running it in circles. So I've got it next to my desk now. And while I'm working, I grab that and I think, and I just grind this while I'm working. After like a week and a half, it was powder. And I'm like, okay, this was cool. I need something else to grind up. So I went and I grabbed some chili pepper flakes. And I've been processing those chili pepper flakes. Impossible to break down the seeds. But I'm just like, yeah, mortar and pestle, it's how I'm keeping my hands occupied while I'm thinking. Because if I don't, I'll pull out my phone, I'll search something up. Like, if my hands are occupied, my brain can do what it needs to, and I don't grab something to occupy myself. Like, I have a pile of hot sauces next to my monitor, and I'll pick up the hot sauce packet and I'll just flip it back and forth in my hand. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you hold half the sauce packet, and you just like blap, 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 and you're just like hitting it back and forth on your fingers. So, that's like me, how I occupy myself. So this mortar and pestle has been incredible for that. So I've been grinding up some chili flakes. Yeah, blap, blap, blap. So it's been a lot of fun. Like, and then it was this last weekend, hanging out with the same friend, we made ribs. Because I've been getting back into cooking with them, which is awesome. So we made ribs this time, and they were delicious ribs. Oh, they were so good. They were shallots, garlic, and miso as the glaze for the ribs, but that's beside the point. Sacred Demon would be so proud of me in what I've been cooking recently. But I zested a lemon because we were making polenta as the base, as the starch. We made polenta, and we mixed a little bit of green onions and lemon zest into the polenta. So now I have this entirely zested lemon and a bunch of lemon zest and no idea what to do with any of it. And then suddenly, I remembered I have a dehydrator. Because I bought this really fancy version of the Instant Pot. And it comes with 2 lids, a regular lid and an air fryer lid. So I chopped up the lemon, and I coated it in sugar, and I put the zest and the lemon in the air fryer setup and set it to dehydrate. And it perfectly dehydrated everything, including the zest. I didn't think the zest would dehydrate, but the zest dehydrated. So after the spicy flakes, the pepper flakes, I took all this lemon zest and put it into my crucible and started grinding up the lemon zest, and I made this really fine lemon zest powder. I've been having so much fun with this. I've been enjoying it so much that I'm gonna start doing ASMR of it on Twitch on a different channel, like for like 1 hour once a week. I'm gonna like dehydrate something weird and then grind it up into a fine powder for like an hour because it's just so relaxing. So that's the idea. That's the whole long story. Not at all. No, this was an absolute roller coaster from start to finish. Like, if anyone had guessed we were ending here, it would have been great. So I grabbed a milling stone, and it's a 2-part stone piece with a hole, and you spin it around, and it grinds up things. Like, I can grind my own flour now. So I, before stream, was playing around with it a little bit because it just showed up today, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's not, that's more active. It's not like the mortar and pestle where I can just sit there and think. So the milling stone is not my kind of idle hand activity. It's more of like an active activity. But the thing that I noticed exactly, Prinny. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So I found a binaural audio setup and mixer for really cheap. Like, high quality stuff, really cheap bundle. That's what shows up on Wednesday. The millstone is here. And tomorrow, a granite slab, an overhead stand, and a new little webcam. And 2 lights. And so I'm gonna make this little setup. No, it's just 2 microphones. It's just 2 microphones, but they're feeding the left-right channels, which makes it binaural. Technically, each one of them has their own left-right, so I'm actually gonna be configuring it for 3D audio. So there'll be so if they have right, left, Then we'll flip them so that they're oriented with the stuff, like with the camera. So you've got your left ear and your right ear on the inside, and then you've got the two outsides. We're gonna put those as a mono channels, and we're gonna put them 3D. So you have inside and then outside, and it should work nicely. Should work really nicely. The idea is my face isn't on stream. I'm not gonna say anything. None. It's just gonna be for me to zone in and grind stuff up. Which is gonna be fun because it's just been this really good, like, melodic thing. So yeah, I had this really cool idea of making an ASMR channel because I've been having an absolute blast just grinding spices casually. Spice Warlock. That's the Twitch channel's name. I wanted Spice Wizard, but that's already taken. So Spice Warlock, which I like. So, it should be fun. Should be fun. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so right now, so for the past like 2 days, I've had an entire sweet onion that I chopped up, dehydrating in my dehydrator. So right before stream, I was testing the stone mill with the onion pieces. And yeah, you spin that thing around. Yes, exactly. You spin that thing around and it just turns into onion powder. I've made homemade fresh onion powder. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool. So I had some leftover lemon thyme in my fridge from a few weeks. When did I need that? A month or two ago. But it was still good. So I can make paint pigment. If I find the right materials, I can mill my own paints. Ah, yes, it is Sacred Demon. Sacred Demon, you'll be so proud of me. I've been cooking a bunch. And it's been a blast. I just... Oh my god, Prinny. No. So Sacred Demon, the short of the story that I just told is that I bought an entire setup, like a mortar and pestle. Well, I already had one, but I got a Japanese matcha. So it's the stone and then the platter, and you rotate it, and it's for grinding matcha. But it grinds other spices too. So I dehydrated an onion in my Instant Pot using the dehydrator function it has. And so I dehydrated an onion, and then I'm grinding it up into onion powder using this milling stone. Absolutely. So right now I'm drying some lemon thyme, and then once the lemon thyme has been dried, I'm gonna mill that into a powder as well. So this is going to be what I'm gonna turn into an ASMR stream. Spice tea. Exactly. No, so like that's the thing. Originally, I planned on actually not telling any of y'all. Not because I don't like you or anything, but because like I wanted to see what would happen if I just started another channel just under the radar and just like didn't tell anyone. But I'm too excited about this idea not to tell you guys. And it is by no means like this channel, which is where like we're doing 3 days a week, all that jazz. That one, I'm gonna do like an hour once a week, and I'm just gonna have the streams constantly on cycle. Like, I'm gonna see what I can figure out if there's a service that will restream your content kind of deal, like constantly recycle your videos. So, exactly. Well, all right, so I had this stupid idea. This is the secret. Yeah, no, I started by being super cryptic and telling, like, because I was gonna ping Aerospat and Swillow and my other mods and be like, hey, do you want a mod for my second channel that I'm starting up? But then, like, I'm like, no, this is too cool not to tell people. But Grandpa Joe, I had this horrifying idea for Halloween, grinding up teeth. But then I'm like, no, that's too gruesome. That's disgusting. And the worst part is where am I gonna get teeth? So, then grind it into art dust. Nah, see, I want it, since I enjoy this a lot, I want to keep it, like, food safe because I don't want to waste food. Like, nah, that sounds disgusting. I don't want them. I don't want them. It was a neat idea, and then I'm like, this is gross. But I want to keep everything food safe because I don't want to waste any food. Like, I'm going to feel really bad if I go buy, like, $10 worth of oranges, dehydrate all of the oranges, and then just throw out the powder after I'm done. No, not at all. Animal teeth. Yeah, no, like, so it was just a random idea I had, and I'm just not quite feeling it. But, like, so spices is gonna be a lot of fun, and I think it's gonna be a good way for me to recycle items that normally would go to waste. Like, if I'm gonna make stew, I always have, like, 1 or 2 carrots left over, because it'd be too many carrots. Exactly, just the bones of my enemies. Exactly. I will grind their bones to make my bread. Oh yeah. So, like, the cool thing is I'm gonna, like, make these spice blends. And that's gonna be fun. And then I can, like, give them away as gifts and stuff. Like, who's not gonna want fresh onion powder? Like, that's wild. Yeah, exactly, spare parts. But so that's the idea, is, like, because let's say I make stew and I have a leftover carrot. Well, putting that into the stew is too much carrot. And I don't want to throw out the carrot. So, chop up the carrot, dehydrate the carrot, grind it into dust. That's so cool. So I'm gonna do it with potatoes, and I'm gonna, like, make potato starch, like, just potato powder. Like, I've got some garlic that's, like, starting to get a little too old, and it's gonna, like, sprout soon. And it's not safe to eat garlic if it's sprouted. So I'm going to, ooh, stew dust. I like that. Exactly. Well, I'm thinking more for, like, gifts. Like, I can bundle them up into, like, a spice like a spice basket and give it to people who like to cook. Because all of my friends like to cook. So, that's the idea. Pemmican. I think so. Isn't that, like, charred something? Well, let's see what it is. Oh, a paste of dried and pounded meat, mixed with melted fat and other ingredients. Oh, wow. That sounds delicious. Ooh. There's an Emmy made video for it, so I'm gonna definitely look that up. That's so cool. That's so cool. Ooh. It is safe to eat garlic after it's sprouted. Advised to cut away the green part, but perfectly safe. You want to get rid of brownish blemishes once it gets discolored or soft, then chuck it. Good to know, Sacred Demon. Thank you for that. I did not know that. Thank you, Sacred Demon. But so I'm gonna, here, I'll actually post a photo in the food channel on the Discord really quick of the ribs that I made. Because, well, I shouldn't say we. But I've got to show y'all. They turned out delicious. It was a miso glaze. Where is the foods? All right. Recipes. All right, so I just posted the ribs. Yes. I love that. I love that. You dry meats, grind it into dust, mix it with rendered fat and whatever toppings, and form it into patties. That's cool. I could do meat dust. The garlic wizard. Indeed. You have to get a witch hat and hang it next to your spice. Oh, listen. I have found exactly the wizard's hat that I want. Like, let me find this wizard's hat. It's on Etsy. So let's pull up Etsy really quick. I messaged the guy to see if he could do custom dyes, but I don't think I got a message back, which is fine. Maybe I did though. Let me see. Messages. Okay. Okay. Alright. So... Sent? Oh, I never sent it. Okay. Wizard hat. I know exactly what it looks like. And it's real leather, too, and I want it so badly. Like, I'm gonna get this for myself one day. But where... It's enormous, too. Like, it's the perfect floppy giant wizard hat. But where is it? Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Alright. Large. Is it this one? No. That's a... Let's see, is this the right hat? No, it's not. Ah! I can't find this wizard's hat. But it was perfect, and I want it. And that's my wizard's hat. I know! How you doing, Vanilla Knight? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the 19-month streak and 22 total months. Like, oh, man. It's a good soup starter. Ooh, that sounds like it. Ah, I love this idea. What did Taylor send me? What is this? All right, hold up. I gotta see what this is. Oh, wow. Taylor, you bastard. You need to send me this project. I want to help. Let me add my emote dropping stuff. Wait, yeah, well, all right, you can't show up, sub, and message me on Facebook at the same time. I'm gonna check. But so that's the idea, is an ASMR channel where I just grind spices and say nothing for an hour. So, but yeah, then I'll be able to give away freshly ground spices as gifts, because I think that's super cool. Because I need a hobby that I can do gifts. Because, like, minis, like, alright, don't get me wrong, minis as gifts is cool, but I paint miniatures for me. Like, they're to me to prove that I can do this. But grinding spices... But so grinding up spices, see, that's funny because Taylor would have said that in person without hesitation. So like, that's the idea, is like, I'm gonna buy like exotic cinnamons and other things like that. All right, no flirting with me on stream, Taylor. Like, come on. You're gonna make everyone else jealous. So that's the idea, because like who gives a shit like about spices? Like for me, like I'm not grinding spices for me. I'm doing the grinding because it's like meditative, not proving to myself I can grind up spices. So they're perfect for bottling and giving away. So that's the idea, is freshly ground sweet onion powder. Or like, yeah. That's the idea. So it's gonna be cool. What else? Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, tomatoes are part of the nightshade family. Good to know. That's actually a really good idea. The thing, I know the people that I'm giving the spices to. Like, I'm not gonna, like, just out of safety for me and for everyone else, I'm not mailing spices to people. This is gonna be for, like, in-person peeps. So, like, family and friends is, I think, who I'm gonna give these spices to. Because I can think of several people, who would go ape shit for these spices. Yup. Oh, ground artichoke. That would be cool. All right. We'll... Oh, man. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited about this stuff. All right, let's get to painting. Let's do some painting. I appreciate everyone sitting around and chatting with me for a while. I really do. I'm feeling good. I was feeling kind of tired, but I'm feeling more awake now. See, if that was a steak he was talking about, I could understand. Because sometimes a steak just lightly salted with some black pepper is just so good. But yeah, no, I feel that. But like, so I want to recreate some of my favorite spices that I've bought that I can't get anymore. So there's one that there's a, like, here, let me go grab it really quick. Because this is what's cool. This is the ideas that I'm having. So one sec. Okay. Would anyone be upset if we made today's stream just an AMA stream? Just chatting? Do you think if I were to buy a Sam Lens miniature, have it ground into dust, and do a line of it to obtain his powers. That would be a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea. So, these right here are not store brand seasonings. They're not. They are made by a high school club. And I bought these spices years ago. Like, I bought these spices years ago at a farmer's market. And they're so good. They're so good. So this one's called the Big Kahuna. And its ingredients are black Hawaiian volcanic salt, colored peppercorns, black garlic, red pepper flakes. So it's pretty simple, but I'm almost out. So my goal is to be able to, you know, grab a pinch, get the taste, and then be able to recreate it. Because the ingredients are all just right here. This one is my favorite though. No, it does not have any magic mushrooms in there, but it's called the Dark Side of the Shroom. And it's black Hawaiian volcanic salt, black truffles, natural truffle flavoring, and that's it. It's black sea salt and truffles. And it's so good. There was a third, but we used it up. There was a third, but we used it up ages ago. This is what I put on my steaks, actually. Like, it's so good on steak. Same with the Big Kahuna. The Big Kahuna is really good on chicken. So that's the idea, is being able to recreate these. Like, if I buy a bag of black Hawaiian volcanic salt and finally grind it. Yeah, like, it's so cool. So, like, this is the idea that I'm having, because I want to do something for others. But I can't bring myself to just give away my minis, which sounds so bad out loud, but they just mean too much to me right now still. So I'm working on it, because I want you guys to have my minis. But I'm just so sad to see them go. Because they're, like, to me, the validation that I can do art. So I'm feeling lacking in the aspect of generosity. So that's the idea behind this new hobby, is I'm going to freshly grind, dry, and make spices for my friends and family. That's the idea, at least. So, should be fun. Should be fun. But yeah. So I think it'll be cool. I agree. And I'm literally not doing anything other than grinding spices for an hour or two. So I figured, why not stream it, get the equipment, and call it ASMR, and see how it does. So, yeah. So there we go. This is what my side idea has been this last few weeks. Oh gosh, I just love the taste of this stuff. If I could get dried black truffles and break down those dried black truffles, that would be so cool. So I'm planning on leveling up my spices, because I can find dried mushrooms, and you can dry mushrooms. Like, I saw dried shiitake at the store, and I'm like, oh my god, that's dried shiitake. So I've got so many ideas now for things that can be dried and ground up to make spices. So I'm stoked. So yeah. I'll let you guys know when it goes live for the first time. Again, the idea is to have it on a restreaming service of some kind, so that there's past episodes constantly airing. Because it's an ASMR channel, so when I'm not live, it should still be doing something ASMR related. So that's the idea. Alrighty. I'm gonna go put these away. I'll be right back. What do you guys think? Any ideas? Woo! But yeah, so yeah, so that's the idea that I had. So the last of the audio equipment shows up. Well, and here's the other thing that I was thinking though. Is that worst case, if I decide I don't like streaming the ASMR, all of the equipment is completely valid still for doing other things. Like there's an overhead tabletop riser for camera mount. Perfect. If it doesn't work for the ASMR, I've finally got my new camera mount up here for a second DSLR to be looking at my model. That's the way I think about it. I'm like, worst case, I see exactly where it gets bolted. It's just part of this table. And that's it. So, like, that's the cool thing that I'm thinking, is that if anything, if I don't like it, it just gets absorbed into this stream. In terms of, like, tech. And then I just keep making spices. On the side for friends and stuff. So it'll be fun. Yeah, so that's like how I was able to justify it to myself. I'm like, okay, if I buy this equipment, what happens if I don't like streaming ASMR? Then I've got a nice microphone upstairs for my desktop. And I've got a nice microphone for my work studio. Because I've already got a nice microphone right here that does a great job. The overhead riser. The sound mixer is just an important tool for making the microphone sound good since they're condenser mics. But that's the way we're doing the ASMR, is that they're condenser mics. So left and right are going to be mono channels. So it's going to be, well, they're sort of going to be mono channels. Again, I want to try to do 3D audio if I can. I don't know how to configure that, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's the idea. Yeah. So it should be fun. It should be really cool. But yeah, so. Alright, we should probably get to painting. Just a little bit. But, more or less what I'm thinking is, we'll casually talk about it here or something. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but it should be fun. Here's a question that I had. I know, Dark Angel. I love this mug. This is this is my favorite mug ever. I use this mug all the time. I also am drinking matcha today. So a matcha latte is good too. Indeed. Why do you talk that way? So yeah. Absolutely. No, I love it. How are you doing though, Dark Angel? Good to see ya. What was I gonna say? But I'm intrigued to see how an ASMR channel does. That'll be intriguing. Oh, right. Once the ASMR is done, like video-wise, I'm also gonna put it on, Spotify. Oh, good. I didn't know there was a move happening this weekend. I'm glad that went well. I've been in my own little world bubble a bit, so I'm just now catching up with the rest of the world. Exactly. Well, plus, I've always been intrigued with making ASMR. Like, we've joked about it on stream a couple of times. And so then when I started to do spice blending, that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my god, this sounds great. This is perfect for ASMR. So now I finally get to do something that, oh, well, now I get to do another thing that I've been intrigued about. And then by having the camera set up, it'll also be visual ASMR. Because it'll be very repetitive and rhythmic. Training Primaris Chaplain on a bike. The idea of a priest riding around on a hog, whacking people with a mace just gives me giggles. Absolutely, absolutely. No, that's fantastic, Grandpa Joe. Hey, Mini Grinder, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Hey, Hate696TD, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Mini Grinder, how'd the stream go? They might still be behind ads. So much older than you ever claimed what you said. Good, I'm glad to hear it. What did you do on stream today? Painted up a whole colony of giant ants I sculpted. Nice! How'd you like the oils? How long have you been using oils? We're using oils today. Hell yeah, Dark Angel. I saw they released an update. And thank you, Dark Angel. For those of you who are not following Mini Grinder Studios, please give Mini Grinder Studios a follow. Absolutely a friend of the channel. Go give them so much love. But 17 minis, holy crap. In 5 hours. That's 3. That's 3 point. That's 3.4 something minis an hour. Nice. How you liking oils? Oh, no, I won't hurt myself. I love math. That's why art surprises me every time I do it. I'm living proof that you're not bound by art or math. You can do both. If you want to, of course. But when I like zoned out, I was just debating if I wanted to do long division or not. Well, not, yeah. I wanted to see if I could actually get the full distance, but I think I got it. Nice! That's awesome! I'm considering getting a master's in applied mathematics. Let's see, did I get it right, though? 0.4. So then... yeah, 3.4. Hell yeah, I got it right. I got it right. It's exactly 3.4 minis per hour. Hell yeah, head math. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna need cool gray. Absolutely, Grandpa Joe. I love math. I didn't always, though. I actually didn't like math until college. I had a professor who, the way he taught math really inspired me to want to do math, because he also was a bit of an asshole, and I just wanted to prove to him that I could actually do it, because he treated us all like we were idiots and couldn't do any of it, so I wanted to do all of the math. So part of me wants to get a PhD or as high of an education in mathematics as I can go, just in spite of him. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. No, I absolutely understand that though. I've had plenty of things that have been ruined by that. He just pissed me off so much because I just wanted to be able to talk to him. He always treated me like an idiot, and it turns out because he hated my ex. So he just assumed I was a shit person because I had a shit ex. Well, we weren't exes at the time, we were dating at the time. But, yes, oh my god, these are beautiful. Wow! All right, let's get these showing off. Wow. Look at those. Wow. Wow, mini grinder, beautiful work. Holy crap. Like, absolutely fantastic. Holy crap, those are beautiful. Beautiful work, seriously. 5 hours for all of those. That's nuts. Ooh, more photos. Yes, yes. God, look at that. Are they 3D print? No, you sculpted. Are they 3D? Did you sculpt them digitally and print them off? These are beautiful, mini grinder. Oh my god. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I am incredibly impressed. Fantastic work. Like, wow. My 6th grade math teacher. I asked her for help in some early algebra and she told me I was never going to get it because I was too stupid. Yo, that's a shitty thing to tell a kid. Are you kidding me? That's not how anything works. Humans are capable of learning anything. I strongly believe that we are a product of our determination and will to learn, and that anyone is capable of doing anything. Oh man, that's so incredible. But that is super unfortunate, Grandpa Joe. Like, wow. Like, that's why I started painting, is because I wanted to prove to myself that I could actually paint. And that every time someone was like, oh, well, you're very left-brained or right-brained or whatever. Then, art was just an inexplicable aspect of my life. I just could never achieve it, no matter how hard I tried. But that's not true. I am achieving as we speak. So if you want to do something, do it. Don't let anyone hold you back. Kick their ass if they tell you no. But don't actually. Like, don't get in a fight with anyone. I can't condone violence. But, like, you know, tell them to kick sand. I agree. I once tried to set a friend on fire with my mind, and that day he got a sunburn. Absolutely. That sunburn was your sunburn. Yeah, you sunburned your friend. That is dangerous. Why were there pineapples buried in the sand, though? A wind, girl, you're a whirlwind. Ah, today is nice and chill. No, Prinny, that's... No. No. Pineapples grow above ground. Pineapples grow above ground. You can't trick me with that, Prinny. I have seen a pineapple plant, and it grows right in the middle, and there's like the leaves. No. I have been to the Dole pineapple plantation in Hawaii, and I have eaten their delicious ice cream and gotten lost in their maze and taken the train ride and seen a pineapple on the plant. You cannot fool me. No, stop it. You cannot gaslight me about the fact that pineapples grow below ground. It's not happening. You're not gonna gaslight me. I'm not gonna Google it. You're not gonna gaslight me into thinking pineapples grow underground. It's not happening. I am resolved in... I'm pretty sure I have seen pineapples grow above ground. They're yellow because they don't need light. No, you guys are not allowed to do this to me. I have seen the plants. I know they're real. Really? That's cool. No, 99.3. I am more sure that pineapples grow above ground than I am actually human. I have a lot of Neanderthal DNA. There is a 0.7% chance that pineapples grow below ground. Correct, pineapples digest you. But that's also why they're good to eat with meats. Like, when I go to a Brazilian grill, I ask for a full skewer of chicken hearts and pineapple. Like, when they're like, can we cut you off some pineapple? I'm like, yep, just keep slicing it. And I want the whole skewer of chicken hearts. Come back with a second one in 20 minutes. God, I haven't had a Brazilian grill in forever, and I want garlic chicken hearts. Ah, I'm so meat starved. Ugh. I have only eaten like steak and then those ribs, and those ribs were so good. I need meat. I need to go to a restaurant where it's all you can eat steak, and I need to eat enough that it's dangerous. I miss Brazilian grills. Oh, I know what I said. Would that work? I need to eat an exorbitant amount of flesh. Like, cooked in garlic sauces, slow cooked so that they're tender. I haven't had, like, a Brazilian grill in a long time, and let me tell you, those are an experience. I know, right? Oh, like, when you're close enough to the kitchen that they come by with the meat skewers right as they came out of the oven, so they got that bark all over them, and you're just like, peel the fucker. I want all of the bark. And they go, sir, we can't do that. There's other tables to serve. And I go, you can take that skewer of meat back to the kitchen. They can re-cook it and get a bark on the outside. And then you're gonna come back and slice it off for me again and no one else is getting this meat except for me. Like, when you're at like one of those restaurants where they're bringing meat by on a skewer, and you got one of those waiters that like has a difficult time just saying no. Like when your service members have a hard time telling you, sir, you've consumed more protein than your kidneys can handle. You're going to die if you keep eating this. No. I want the one that's like, oh man, this guy right here, I want to see him leave the restaurant on a stretcher. I need that kind of spite from someone. Like when I tell them I want a skewer of garlic chicken hearts just slid off onto my plate, I want them to get a grin on their face, a pure malice, because they know that it's no skin off their back. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit what happens. They're gonna go get another skewer of meat. That's how it works. There's plenty of skewers of meat. This is how the restaurant is designed. No, they get that smile on their face because they know that I am going to be constipated for 4 whole days and be drinking like Miralax like it's water. Because that's the level of malice that I need from my wait staff in order for me to enjoy those restaurants. Like when someone's like, sir, you're gonna, no, that's too much meat. We can't serve you any more meat. Nah, bullshit. Go get another skewer and come carve some meat for me. I know. No, I've had it. I've had the meat and my friend Daniel. We have had the servers stop serving us. Management had to come over and tell us we've consumed too much food. Like, what? So yeah. So I need to, that's what's going on in my head today. Alright, but Grandpa Joe, holy shit. Can you make toast in the microwave? What the hell happens if you microwave bread? Do you just get, do you just get warm, mushy bread? I have never microwaved bread. I have never microwaved bread. How in my entire life have I managed to not stick such a common item in the microwave? Has anyone else microwaved bread? No, I want you to be dead honest with me. Like, if you have, you have, or you haven't, you haven't. Who here has microwaved bread? I've never even put a hot dog bun in the microwave, let alone intentionally putting bread in the microwave. No. Defrosting it. I've never put bread in the microwave to defrost it. I just leave it out. If a piece of bread is stale, you can put it in the microwave with a glass of water for a while. Okay. Like, running it? Or just setting a piece of bread and next to a glass of water? Why? Under what circumstance, Dark Angel, was it necessary for you to nuke bread? That's it, Airspat? Just, like... I feel like you just made a joke, Dark Angel, and it completely went over my head. No, I'm not judging you, Airspat. Listen. Yeah, no. I understand that. Bread with just butter on it. Oh. Sprinkle a little salt on there. Yeah. I will only eat eggs with toast. If I don't have toast, I won't eat eggs. Alright, but there specifically I need to specify, like, just like a cooked egg. Like, if you cook me a freaking egg Sunny side up, always. I will not eat it without toast. Because the ritual, which sounds crazy, alright, hold up. Here's the real question for everyone, because this is so, warm banana bread. Defrosting, refreshing, melting cheese. I have never put bread in the microwave to melt the cheese. I've actually put the plate with the cheese on it in the microwave and then quickly scraped the cheese off and put it on the bread. Why have I always gone out of my way of microwaving bread? I guess I just assumed it would never work. I only eat eggs as omelets because everything else overwhelms the egg. Ooh. Wait, do you not like egg then? As far as I'm concerned, unsalted butter is a waste of money. Unless the dish doesn't require salt, like a pastry, I wouldn't use salted butter for a pastry. That's how you get too salty of a pastry. Yeah, no, like, part of me wants to just go microwave a slice of bread just to see what happens. So, alright, okay. I respect that, Aerospat. I don't like ice in my water for the exact same reason, because it waters it down. I don't need that shit. Oh yeah. I just snacked. I made some lavish dinner with kiddo, toasted one of the flatbreads, put some cream cheese on it, and then sprinkled everything but the bagel seasoning on top of it. Nice. That sounds delicious. Oh, that sounds delicious. You eat 3 eggs every morning, cook together over easy, eat the whites, then down each yolk whole. It's heaven. Mini grinder, that is exactly what I do. Okay, hold up. Alright, how many people... Alright, hold up. Alright, part of me wants to go cook up an egg just so I can show you how I eat an egg. Alright, so we're gonna make pretend with an egg, alright? So we're gonna say this is the egg. Oh, I'm judging your Aerospat, but in a healthy and constructive way. No, I'm dead serious that I don't like ice in my water because it waters it down. So this is the egg that I've been cooked. Alright, so who else does this? Alright, we're gonna draw an egg. Alright, we're gonna draw the egg. You ready? Alright, we're gonna draw the egg. So here's the yolk. Okay. Alright. We got the egg on the plate. We got the yolk. Okay. Cool. Alright, who else does this? This is the only way that I eat eggs. This is the only way that I can eat an egg. It has to be sunny side up or easy over. I can do either. And I start on the left side, and I cut off all of the whites in a circle, just like this. So, alright. Trying not to break the yolk. If I break the yolk, it's game over, man. I've failed my entire day. Okay, alright. So, I've eaten everything but the yolk. Alright. Then, one of my triangles of toast, a toast triangle, is scrumptious, and it's been toasted, and it's sourdough, and it's got butter on it. I take that thing, and I take my fork, and I pick up the yolk very carefully, and I put it on the piece of toast, and then I have to eat the whole thing in one bite. Who else does that with eggs? I want to know. Because Mini Grinder Studio, you make me feel so less alone in this world right now. To know that there's someone else who eats eggs the way I eat eggs. If you buy a 32-ounce soda and it is ice, the ice displaces some of the soda, so you don't get 32 ounces of soda. You get less, so it's a lie. Devil detail number 1. Eventually the ice melts and waters down the soda, so it corrupts the delicious flavors. Devil detail 2. And for some, they have sensitive teeth and ice causes pain. Oh, absolutely, Grandpa Joe. No, I don't like ice. Get that shit out of here. If it was not already refrigerated and cold, why the hell are you serving it to me unless it's Coca-Cola out of the can, in which case I will drink a Coca-Cola out of the can at room temperature and nothing else. Yes. Yes, 110% Mini Grinder. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, like you separate the yolk and you got the free-form yolk, and now you got to eat that thing without breaking it. And if you break it, you failed. And like my entire day will be ruined if I break a yolk. It's why it's dangerous for me to eat eggs in the morning. The last egg that I eat must have had its yolk intact. Otherwise, I will keep eating eggs until I've consumed a sunny side up egg where the yolk was intact. That's a good idea. I've never tried to do that mini grinder. That's a good idea. Ooh, Sacred Demon. Okay, close. Close. I do similar. Every piece of the egg must be consumed with a bite of the toast. That's kind of just like how I operate for toast. I do eat the whites first, but the egg is on the buttered toast the whole time. Oh, cutting out a step. I love oysters. One of the best things that I've ever had at a Japanese restaurant was a quail egg shooter. So it was just a spoon, like one of those flat spoons with the little arm. And in it was some spices, a little bit of oil, and just a raw quail egg. Just raw. Delicious. Oh, it was so good. If you can't tell, I'm a bit hungry. I know what I'm ordering. So I don't have bread. So let's see if I can quickly order breakfast. Am I gonna order breakfast from Denny's? Damn straight I am. Okay. I want sides. Sides. Okay. I want... Alright, we gotta order this. Alright, we got egg. 1 egg. Sunny side up. I want 4 of those. Alright, cool. Egg. And then we want toast. I can't believe... I'm gonna have to give them a nice tip. Because if I knew that I was delivering someone sourdough toast. How many eggs do I have? Alright, cool. That's the correct number of toast. And then let's do that. 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 Done. Check out. I'm a maniac. I'm a lunatic. Alright. Fuck yeah. Alright, Airspat. As always, stay steeped. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Enjoy D&D. Have a blast. I just ordered eggs and toast. Alright. I could eat 3 eggs and be satisfied. If they're scrambled, I'd have to eat 1.5 dozen before I'm truly content. Oh, I know, right? I feel that. Oh, I should have ordered a large Pepsi. It's too late. My kid gets eggs in a basket almost every morning. Oh, nice. Is that when you cut the little hole in the toast and then crack the egg and cook it in the middle of the toast? Is that... That's eggs in a basket, isn't it? Screw it. We're just going to talk we're just going to talk the rest of the stream. I'm having too much fun with this conversation, and I think everyone else is as well. We'll do a little more painting, but I'm happy. Eggs in a basket or toad in the hole. I have not heard it called toad in the hole. I'm gonna call it that from now on because that sounds so much more sexual than eggs in a basket. And it also has this air of mysticism to it, which makes me feel kind of like a sorceress. I had eggs for lunch today, made keema aloo for dinner last night. Garam masala spiced beef with taters. Ooh, sounds yummy. and fried that first on the skillet, cracked 2 eggs into it, and threw it into slices of buttered toast, sprinkled cilantro and chives on top. Oh, it sounds so good. It's a French-Canadian thing. Okay, I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying just chatting. This is fun. It's not every day. All right. It's not every day we just sit around and talk like this. It's been nice. It's been really nice. So, I'm enjoying it. I hope everyone else is too. Because you know what? I just kind of want to hang out. I love. Frenny, I love it. That's great. Yep, okay. Yep, alright. That makes sense to me. Oh, I'm blending spices now as an ASMR stream starting soon. The equipment shows up here next week for the ASMR portion, but I've already started blending spices. So this afternoon, the spice must flow, exactly. Oh, I know, right? I'm gonna give them to friends and family first. I am concerned just about, like, personal safety and, like, cleanliness and stuff like that for, like, mailing them to others. Like, I know you, Dark Angel, but, like, more broadly, I'm not gonna mail them to just, like, anybody, because I don't want someone to sue me because, I accidentally gave them food poisoning with my spices, which isn't gonna happen anyways, but like I just don't want that kind of flack. Like, I'm keeping a clean space anyways and making sure it's clean, but no, don't be sorry, Sacred Demon. I'm so excited. Exactly. So that's like my biggest concern, because it's like, you know, foodstuffs. But absolutely. But I was thinking, like, I need to or not need to, I want to do something that's more external to me. More, because I don't give away my minis. Like, they're still too, personal for me, because I do the minis for me to feel good giving away the minis just yet, but spices absolutely can do, and I think that would be awesome, because all my friends cook. Absolutely, Sacred Demon, absolutely. Ooh, that's so cool, Mini Grinder. I want to learn. I want to do some foraging this year, cause like you're feeling litigious, Prinny. Absolutely. So like that's kind of my thing, is I want something that I can give people that I put time and effort and thought into. The miniatures are just too personal for me right now still. And I think they'll probably always feel that way. So the spice grinding sounds like a great idea. So like, ooh. Like local? Where are you based out of, Sacred Demon? Because I'm Eastern Washington. So if you got a space in Eastern Washington where I can go pick some chanterelles, let me know. Yeah. Ooh. What would be a spice blend that suits Dark Angel? I feel like it would involve lemon. Yeah, I could do my own tea blends. So like these are the ideas that I'm having, because like I've got an air dryer, like a dehydrator. So I've been dehydrating stuff, and I'm just discovering that like I enjoy it. So like I've got strawberries in my backyard that'll grow later this year, so I want to dehydrate strawberries and dry those out. Okay. And see, like, I'd be down to do a trip somewhere, as long as I'm not like going into restaurants and stores and stuff, but like out in the wilderness, absolutely kosher. Like April, May, June. So in 2 months, I'm going huckleberry picking. End of June, early July. Oh, geez, Prinny. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that's really cool, Mini Grinder. You need to be on the wet part of the state for chanterelles. Okay. Like, so that's what I want to do is I want to... Oh, I love huckleberries. So I want to pick a bunch of huckleberries and dry them this year. I want to can and preserve them and, like, make a huckleberry jam. Like, I've discovered that while I enjoy baking and I enjoy cooking if I'm doing it with others, on my own, I really enjoy the idea of canning. You'll be my huckleberry? Stop it! Oh, absolutely. Like, so I get my second vaccine dose May 12th, and then it takes a little bit longer for it to fully take effect. And once that happens, I'm going to potentially very, very carefully, very choice about where and making sure I'm safe, but do some wilderness journeys. Chanterelles are June to August. Okay, good to know. Unfortunately, no, Prinny. You end up getting like this mush if you grind up raisins. I don't know if you can dry raisins fully. Zombie Rush Studios, welcome, welcome everybody. How's everyone doing? We were doing a little bit of painting. Now we're kind of just doing some chatting. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry, Dark Angel. Well, hopefully you can get one soon. For those of you who are not following Zombie Brush Studios, please go give Zombie Brush Studios a follow. Zombie Brush Studios is absolutely a friend of the channel. Absolutely, absolutely. So welcome, Zombie Brush. How are you doing? How did the stream go? We're chatting about grinding spices and making custom spice blends. And currently talking about foraging for mushrooms and how I'm gonna go huckleberry picking in a few months. So how have you been? What are you up to? So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Dark Angel, I would love that though, especially if you got a book on it. Like, I want to get into mycology a little bit, because there are mushrooms up here that are edible, and that'd be fun. Probably not. Hey, Samuel White, how are you doing? Doing good. Stream was great. Kids are sick, so about to rest up for the day of whining. About to rest up for the day of whining kids, and I know all about spice grinding and blends. Way too many years in the kitchen. That's awesome. Well, so I just got. I have a mortar and pestle, and I have an Instant Pot that doubles as a dehydrator. And so then I ordered a stone mill for grinding like matcha and things like that. And so I'm currently in the process of grinding my own, onion powder, which is really cool. And I'm dehydrating as we speak right now. Like, they're actively upstairs dehydrating, lemon thyme. And so it's pretty fun. I could make my own oil paints, Prinny. That's one of the ideas and thoughts that I had, is that if I find the right materials and ingredients and they're food safe to grind, I can absolutely grind up my own pigments. I still need to get a molar, so that way you can actually mull the pigments together. It is. So I'm kind of like, I'm discovering a bit of a new hobby right now. So why we're talking about this though is that next week I'm starting a second channel, and it's an ASMR channel where I'm going to be grinding spices on the channel, which is going to be fun. I have heard of Schrodinger's dilemma. I assume you mean the cat in the box, the classic Schrodinger's problem. But welcome, Samuel White. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the kettle. I'm so glad you're liking what you're seeing. As Schrodinger's box, then what is his dilemma? My favorite season is Mitaki season, September through October. Look from around the base of an oak tree. Okay, good to know. Will they be in Washington? Because I know a few oak trees. Interesting. Intriguing. So yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I've got strawberries that are grown in the backyard, and they'll bear fruit in a few months. Schrodinger's dilemma is a stormtrooper who can't hit anything fires at a red shirt. Okay. That's funny and I like it. That's funny and I like it. That is great. I gotta check on when food's gonna be here. Alright, we got about 20-30 minutes. Poggers. It's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream tonight. They taste like steak, really? Okay, let me look these up. Alright. So I don't know anything about mycology, but that's the idea. Is it known as the Hen of the Woods? Let's see. Yeah, Hen of the Woods. Well, thank you, Samuel. I appreciate it. As always, stay steeped. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. Zombie Brush, I understand if you have to raid and run, but do you have photos of what you're working on? I'd love to see what you're working on. If other people have photos or anything like that, like an Instagram post. It sounded like Zombie Brush had to head out because the kids are sick, which is a bummer. And I hope they feel better soon. But yeah, no, we've had so that's the idea, is I'm starting up another hobby of making custom spice blends for friends and family. Dark Angel asked, what's a spice blend for Dark Angel? I think starting with lemon. I feel like the right spice blend for Dark Angel is something that can go on chicken. Wow. Your photos are all food. That is true, Sacred Demon. I mean more photos of miniature painting. If anyone has photos of the minis they're working on, I'd love to see it. Food's valid as well, but I won't show off food on stream because this conversation's made me hungry enough. I don't need to plague anyone else with hunger. But that's a ton, Mini Grinder. Mini Grinder, where are you based out of, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm intrigued to know, like, let's see, lemon, thyme, oregano, and whole black sesame seeds. Potentially. I need something that encompasses kind of Ohio. Okay, nice. I guess everywhere's got mushrooms. I don't really know anything about Ohio. That's really cool though. That's super cool. Oh man. Well, I see, that's the thing, is I don't really have any practice blending spices. This is new, so I don't know what's gonna taste good. I just feel like something with lemon is where I'm gonna start with a spice blend for Dark Angel. Yeah. I feel like it'd need to go good on chicken. Maybe. We'll see. It's hard to match foods to personalities. But how's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. We're just chatting tonight. Painting. We were doing some painting, but I'm just really in a talkative mood. I'm feeling good. Y'all are super engaging, and it's been a blast to chat with everyone. So I'm just really enjoying that tonight. So I appreciate everyone who's been sticking around and chatting. As we have been live for almost 2 hours now already, which is nuts. Absolutely weird fish. As always, stay steeped. So we'll actually do major painting this Saturday, starting at noon, and we'll be done probably around 3 this Saturday. But this is what we're going to be working on Saturday. Is we're working on the dwarves from the 7 dwarfs by Spear Mirabellis. So this is what we're going to be continuing work on Saturday. I'm not seeing any issues on my... Oh, I am getting some dropped frames. Oh, weird. Why am I getting dropped frames? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second, everyone. My sister's calling me. All right, thank you everyone for being patient. I appreciate it. My sister called me. Absolutely, mini grinder. As always, stay steeped. All right, why are we having issues? All right, let's take a look at. Yo, hate looking good. Beautiful work, seriously. Beautiful work. Absolutely loving this. I love it. Great work. Yeah, no, it looks like the stream's having issues. Dark Angel, thank you so much for the 15 months. I really appreciate it. You have been here forever. It's crazy. I can't believe how many of y'all have stuck around and hung out with me for this long. It's awesome. It's so cool. Because, like, you don't have to, but you do. And that's incredible to me. I think that's absolutely incredible. All right, bitrate's looking okay. Let's look at the inspector and see what the inspector says. Inspector.twitch Hangout.tv. Log in. Yep. Log in. Oh my lord. Alright, it looks like we're having some latency issues. But, oh yeah, no. Stream's kind of going south. In terms of stability. Alrighty, everybody. Can everyone hear me alright? Alright, so dropped frames are climbing. Whatever's causing our instability problems seems to be getting worse. We're at 2 hours, so I think we're gonna call stream here. Don't go anywhere. We are going to raid, so please join the raid. But it was a shorter stream tonight. I really appreciate everyone just hanging out and chatting. It was a ton of fun, really fun conversations. Like, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I really do. So, yeah, good lord. All right, let's raid before it gets too much worse. And tabletopgamer.com is who we're gonna raid. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for a fantastic stream tonight. I really appreciate it. Short, sweet, didn't get any painting done, but I had a blast nonetheless. So, thank you all very, very much for a wonderful evening. I had a blast. I hope you did too. It was a lot of fun to talk with everyone and see everyone again. We'll be live on Saturday, noon Pacific Standard Time until 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come by. We'll be painting up our 7 dwarfs from Spear Mirabilis. And so yeah, as always, everybody, stay steeped. No, the instability is here too. Like, it's been rough. Good night, Dark Angel. Good night, Prinny. Stay steeped, everyone. Thank you all so much for an absolutely wonderful stream. Let's raid.